Welcome to our patriotic 14th August special. In this week's special episode, we have two distinguished guests from Pakistan's world of information technology. First up, Dr. Altamash Kamal is not only a pioneer of the technology sector in the country, he's also the founder and CEO of Cyber.com, the first internet company in Pakistan. Cyber.com that kickstarted some pioneering sites like that of Dawn newspaper. He's an MIT grad and, in recent years, a gifted photographer as well. And you tech heads may know him in the form of his other contribution, which is the founder of Spider magazine.
I studied first at Karachi, then in Lebanon for my high school because my mother was in the WHO. And then I got my undergraduate in nuclear engineering from Queen Mary College at the University of London. From there I went to the States, to MIT, and did my master's. I came back home and it was Mr. General Ziaul Haq and his martial law that awaited me when I got back. But you know, people told me, why have you left the land of opportunity and come back here? And I used to explain to them that to me this is the land of opportunity. When I came here, one of the first things I realized was that there was only one television channel, and coming from America, you know, that's a bit downer. So then I started reading up on satellite television and went to a trade show in the States. All this is before the internet, so I couldn't Google it.
Google chief Eric Schmidt has resigned from his seat on the board of governors of Apple Computers. Now, the move was anticipated due to the growing heat between the two companies. Google has slowly but surely been creeping its way into other market segments where Apple is already present. This has made the companies rivals, and thus it didn't seem feasible for Eric Schmidt to continue serving on Apple's board. Apple Computers did acknowledge Schmidt's valuable contributions to the growth and development of the company. However, it's also been acknowledged that it was time to end the business relationship because of the many conflicts of interest.
The first dishes that I made were 20 feet in diameter. So while on paper I was only qualified as a nuclear engineer, and I discovered very fast after coming back that my only real option was to work for the government. And work for the government means that they basically take over your life. Coming back to the satellites, I was busy making them and selling them as fast as I could. And then ZTV started. So that suddenly became the craze, and Star TV. Because the satellites were new and powerful, the dish size became smaller and smaller and smaller, and you could get a decent picture on even a 5-foot dish. That was a difficult time in terms of very fast expansion of the company. And then we were getting into pretty serious electronic stuff like satellite tracking systems, which we were actually exporting. And in that case, I think we were the first exporters of high technology from Pakistan. So after about 7 years of dishes, I was in the flat part of the learning curve, so there was not much more to learn in that. My vision was to popularize the use of the internet, then let people discover what's out there. Pakistan had Digicom, which was the first proper internet service set up by Mr. Nasir Ghazi. Again, a very important pioneer in this area for Pakistan. Well, we registered a company, and the guy couldn't understand when you were trying to tell him what is internet. Given the general low level of schooling here, especially in higher education, how the good people still manage to come out of this system has always amazed me.
A 12-year-old student, Babar Iqbal, hailing from Dera Ismail Khan, holds 4 world records in the field of computing. Babar, generally hailed as a genius cyber kid, has set up 4 world records, including youngest Microsoft certified professional, youngest certified wireless network administrator, and youngest certified web professional associate. His most recent world record is of the youngest Microsoft certified technology specialist at the age of 12 in Dubai.
You know, the net is a different journey for each one of us. You just have to go out there and boldly go where no man has gone before. Once we had Mr. Nasir Aziz Digicom, people got internet accounts but then didn't know what to do with them. I had the same problem, of course, when I first started on the net, and I bought a magazine called Yahoo Internet Life, and I thought we really needed something similar in Pakistan. So after talking to the team at Dawn to see if they thought there was a market for this, and they found that there was a market for an internet-based magazine in English that could tell people what interesting sites are, what's new that's happening in the internet technology and the internet space, who the local players are, highlight some of the achievers. And I was very lucky to very early on have Zunaira Durrani on as editor. Spider really shot up into become one of the most popular English magazines by number of copies sold. Spider became, a proponent of citizens' rights and freedom of speech. And about the same time, I was asked to become a member of the board of directors of PTCL. I was very pleased to be in that position, but the two together, executive editor of Spider and member of the PTCL board, was a powerful combination. And we managed to do a lot of things, like PTCL was seriously considering a proposal to charge you one local call for every 3 minutes that you stayed connected to an ISP, which means that if you were like many people, that you were chatting or something and you or browsing and totally lose concept of time, then you could end up getting hefty telephone bills every month. Thank God the minister at that time was Dr. Ataur Rahman. He did understand the internet and the inherent freedom of speech issues that it brings up, and he did help us a lot in getting these issues sorted out. One of my favorite covers from those days when we were trying to change government policy was this one of Mr. Javed Jabbar dressed up as Rambo. So this was General Musharraf's time, and strangely enough, this cover ended up in a cabinet meeting. Musharraf, I'm told, smiled and said, "I didn't know JJ had such muscularity."
isms.pk, foodcourt.pk, hamariweb.com and urduweb.com are sites that let you send free SMSs to any mobile number in Pakistan. Suddenly very interested.